Yeah, I think the great thing about this game is it feels good to everybody. You know, there are struggles going on. You know, our cause happens to be cancer, but everybody's always dealing with something. We say that to our team all the time. And this game in particular allows us to focus on cancer survivors and people that have passed. And I think being able to honor them through our sport makes it extremely special.
What does it mean to you? Obviously, you say you always have people who are impacted, but having Jada and someone who lost a parent, how do you kind of step up with that and kind of deal with that in this type of game?
Yeah, I think, you know, and everybody that's talked to Jada, you see someone who has taken a disappointment and taken what you might consider something extremely difficult in her own personal life and turned it into something very positive. And she honors her mom and plays for her mom. When there was a time in her life where she thought about quitting basketball, and she realized her mom would not have wanted her to do that. And I think that for our players to see that, it's not often that you have a young lady at 18 to 21 years old that's lost a parent. So I can honestly say I don't think I've had one even. So it's very uncommon, and we definitely we actually pull strength from Jada as much as she probably does us.
Going back to Texas, is it a mindset when you go up against a team like that, especially coming off what happened down there?
Yeah, well, I think it is. I mean, we all know it's a huge rivalry historically, and we want to get it back to that standard, certainly. And it's a game where we didn't play our best for 40 minutes. There's not any secret about that. And you know, obviously, again, they're a very talented team, so it's important that we understand how hard you have to work for the duration, especially when you're playing against someone of their caliber. I look at rebounding, we got out rebounded by 16 there. I mean, things like that, that's effort, that's heart. Those are things we can control. And I think we've got to really take a deep dive and look at, you know, things that we can control. Decision-making offensively was not great for us. They double and triple team people, and we still tried to shoot the ball, for example, instead of kicking it to the open person. So there's some things like that that we really want to adjust.
And do you want to see Cece go into the hole a little bit more and not getting to the free throw line against K-State? And maybe it's hey, this is something we got to do?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is continuing to read and then drawing the foul properly. That's really important for us, is that that she continues to do that. She knows how to do that. She's so quick at times. She gets around people. Sometimes they try to catch her from behind, but I think just her using her experience to draw those fouls. She's very capable.
How hard is it to simulate that size? Kind of get players used to what we see. Obviously, they've seen the notes already this year. Maybe to get them reused.
Yeah, I think the best we can do is have our male scout team there and to try to go against them. But even some of them are not as big as the Texas players.
For you, what do you want to see kind of down the stretch? Kind of build in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. For us, obviously we want to progress, but for us it's going to be really, really important that we continue to sustain our work ethic. That's the one thing that I'm really anxious to see as we progress. I thought we did a great job of it at Oklahoma, Baylor, and Oklahoma State. Had a little bit of a setback at Kansas State on the road, but we've got to get back to that and be able to sustain that.
Three-quarter deny, help on Jonah and Collier, and then just stopping the guards and containing.
When you go out and drive against a gal like Joyner Holmes, I mean, that's pretty imposing. How do you get that in your head that you're just going to have to do that?
Just tell myself I have to be aggressive, whether that's me pump faking in the air or whether just anybody attacking on them, just knowing like how to get her in foul trouble.
She is imposing, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Sunday, the pink game. What does that mean to you, or what stands out to you when you think about this game?
I would say just the main thing that sticks out to me is just fight. You have to be able to fight because there's so many people fighting for their lives.
You find it motivating?
Yeah, most definitely. I find it very motivating just to fight for these people and just to show them what we're about.
How much, I guess, responsibility do you feel in this game? How do you kind of feel for them that they kind of see?
I definitely want to get them on their feet, just have them excited, just have them smiling, just have them not worried about what they're worrying about and stressing about what they're stressing about. Just let everything be at ease at this game and just let them have fun.
Going back to Texas just for a second, you You didn't get any free throws against K-State. Is that kind of a point of emphasis for you against Texas?
Most definitely. I have to be more aggressive this game and use my speed and get people in the air to jump and make them foul me. And just be more aggressive in that area and try to get to the free throw line.
I would say just from that last performance in Austin, we can improve on just working harder, just giving more effort, just going at it with way more dog, like just being ready to go into the game, ready to fight, ready to battle. I don't know, like it's a lot, but I feel like just wanting it, like going into the game, knowing that you deserve to be there, knowing that you're supposed to be there, just wanting to be there and having that, going into the game with that mentality, I feel like you just gonna be unstoppable.
How have you kind of talked to yourself about your play, because you started for a while, then sat for a while, and playing for a while? It's got to be a little mental conversation that you have to have with yourself, right?
Yes, it was just really just trusting Coach Marlene. If I needed to be out there, I would have been out there. But when I did get out there, I knew that I had to do what I needed to do. Just what is expected out of me, I had to just go get it done.
What do you think that is in terms of what you need to do?
I think just be that vocal leader, be that energy, be that like Energizer bunny, feed my teammates, like just make the people around me better. I think it really wasn't that hard being an Energizer bunny, because you get to see, being on the bench, you got to see what was missing out there. Like you got to see what was missing and what was needed. So just sitting there and realizing what I need to, when I got in, what I need to do, I liked it. I think it's big, you know, because everybody's affected by it, whether it's little, whether it's big, you know, people have lost loved ones, you know, to this type of thing. So just some people's going to this game with so much on their heart and so much on their shoulders and ready just to put it all out on the line and do what they do for a certain someone. And I think that's big. I think that's cool.
Okay, in your mind, how do you win on Sunday?
How do we win on Sunday? I say just go out there and just know that we're supposed to be there. We can't go into the game thinking that just after a loss that we're less than. We have to go into the game after a loss thinking that we got to go get it. Like, we can't put our head down. We got to put our foot on the gas and keep going.